Hi there, and welcome to today's vlog. Now, this is the second vlog that I'm recording while on holiday in Madeira, the beautiful island of Madeira. We've had lots of opportunity to explore, but also to relax, to chill out, just to enjoy being in a place where the weather is warm, where we had lots of sunshine, where we've got a pool, so it's been lovely in the morning. Around breakfast time to get in the pool just to enjoy that, and then after a day's activities we can come back and get in the pool. It's a warm pool, it's lovely. In fact, the first day we came it was just like getting into a warm bath, so that's been fantastic. I feel really blessed to have this opportunity to be here. So we've been doing a bit of exploring. We've been to Funchal, which is the capital of Madeira, several times, and a couple of days ago this gentleman offered us the use of his taxi, little minibus, so he drove us around, and we went first of all up to the botanical gardens in Madeira, which was just beautiful to be able to wander around, to enjoy the peace and some panoramic views over the city of Funchal and the sea, the Atlantic Ocean beyond. So that was wonderful. And then he took us to a lovely church, which we enjoyed looking around, and then to the cable car. He took us to the top so we could ride down on the cable car down back to the front, the seafront, if you like, the esplanade, the promenade. Now, I've not really got a head for heights, so I was a bit wary of using the cable car because it's very high. But as one or two of the others among us wanted to do it, I thought, well, let's give it a go. So we did, and well, it was a bit scary, to be honest, and we got in. In fact, one of the benefits of being here in Madeira at the moment is that because there are fewer tourists, it's not so busy, and in the cable car, for example, Sue and I can have our own car, and David and Jenny, who are with us, could have their own car, so it made it much better in terms of viewing. So we sat facing downwards as the cable car set off, and when it left the area where it was you could get on, it started suddenly going downhill. That was a bit of a scary moment, but anyway, we progressed down, and the views were amazing. I was a little bit scared because it's quite high up, but I realised that to get the best view I would have to move from where I was sitting across the cabin, if that's what they call it, to the seat on the opposite side. And to be honest, that was a bit stretching in terms of my bravery. Now, some of you who don't have any problem with heights will be thinking what a silly person I am, but there you go, that's how I am. But eventually I plucked up the courage, moved across, and we got some wonderful views as we were going down. So it was a great opportunity. I'm so glad I did it, but it was, as I say, a bit scary. And I was reminded of so many times in the Bible where someone is challenged by God or called by God to do something, and it's a bit scary for them. They don't think they can do it. They don't know how it's going to work out, but God challenges them to really step out in faith. And perhaps the most obvious example is Peter, when Jesus called him to step out of the boat onto the water. And I wonder if Peter did pause a moment, did have a moment of doubt. Is this going to work? What's going to happen? Nobody's ever done this before. Jesus is walking on the water, but he's Jesus, and how can I do that? But even if he had doubts, he still took that leap of faith and stepped out. And as we know, he began to walk on the water to Jesus. Yes, he did sink after a while, but he did take that step of faith, which is a wonderful thing. None of the other disciples plucked up the courage to do that. And sometimes in our Christian lives, we are called to take those steps of faith. And though it might be scary for us, just to trust in God. And one of the other things I've been doing while we've been on holiday, because it's been a relaxing time, is I brought with me my trusty Kindle, which I don't use all that much apart from being on holiday. And one of the books, or series of books actually in this case, I downloaded onto my Kindle, only a couple of pounds I think it was the whole Narnia series by C.S. Lewis, all 7 books. So I've read 5 of them, and I read them years ago. In fact, I read them to our children when they were young, but I've forgotten how wonderfully well written the stories are, in a wonderful way, in terms of the author. C.S. Lewis seems to build up a relationship with the reader, and they're great stories in themselves. So I've just been so blessed to be reunited with those stories. And one of the themes that runs through the Narnia stories is that when the people get into trouble, when they're really at their wits' end, when they're in great danger, they discover that Aslan, who is the Jesus figure in the C.S. Lewis stories, is there. They can't always see him, they don't always know he's there. In fact, sometimes the people don't actually believe in Aslan, but then he shows up at the right time. He reminds them that he is their protector, their guide. And it's wonderful to know that in the scary moments of life, in the difficult times of life, that Jesus is with us. That there's never a moment when we're not in his care, even when we can't see him or acknowledge him, or when we can't feel his presence, that he is there for us. So that's good news for us. And anyway, just before I finish this vlog, new t-shirt. I thought I needed to get a Madeira t-shirt. So there's a logo. It's got the word Madeira and the 3 flags are the flags of Portugal, because Madeira is a Portuguese island. The Madeiran flag, which is blue background, a yellow square in the middle, and then a big red cross in the centre of the yellow square. So that's a lovely flag with that cross at the centre, reminding of the faith of many of the Madeiran people. And then, of course, there's the European flag too, which obviously Madeira is part of the European Union. So it's been a fantastic holiday. We've got 4 full days left, so looking forward to all that brings. Today is a chill day. We're just relaxing and enjoy being here in this place. So thank you again so much for listening. God bless you. May you know his presence and know that he is with you, even in those times when you can't feel his presence. He is there for us. His promise is, I will never leave you or forsake you. So God bless you. Thank you so much for listening.